I wonder if heaven got a ghetto. Thinking about Tupac's song today. I wonder if heaven has a ghetto. You all come in, come in. I want to have this conversation with you all on the 11th. On the 11th, this is 6/11, 2022. So let's have this 11/11 conversation. And as I told you all last night, I was doing a lot of reading because I couldn't sleep well. I just had some procedures, dental procedures done. So I was up reading some things. And it was shocking to me at some stats, some statistics that I got. And so you all come in, hit that thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And some of the things or material that I was reading, to my surprise, said that blacks and Latinos, so minorities, blacks and Latinos and minorities are investing in cryptocurrency at an all-time high, at a higher percentage rate than some white Americans. And so to me, that definitely that raised an eyebrow for me, right? Because typically, typically anything that would increase the financial outlook for minorities is not something that's highly gravitated to. And this is what I mean by that. This is what I mean by this. For example, a lot of minorities in 2020, they wanted to, or they got involved in the sushu, stuff like that. Sushu, pyramid schemes, wanting get rich quick opportunities, but not get rich for real. And so, and I'm not, this is going to be an open and honest conversation. I'm not trying to down my race or Latino race. But this is an open conversation. So again, you all come in, hit that like button, share this information, drop your comments, and as long as my tooth is not giving me much pain in this live stream, we're going to roll with it. Now, the reason why, unfortunately, many people of the minority race will probably dive into this live stream is because they want to be the, I guess, um, the ones that tell people that maybe invest in cryptocurrency. See, I told you that was a scam. It was a Ponzi scheme. And so let me elaborate what some Ponzi schemes in the crypto world will look like and what some Ponzi schemes won't look like. Now, a Ponzi scheme in the crypto world will look like something like this. If someone asks you to give them your money or to send money in, give me a second. I'm trying to see. Okay, let me adjust my camera. To send money in, yeah, let's move that over some. Um, so they can invest in cryptocurrency for you. There is no reason why business or some type of network marketing or MLM program will have to do the investing for you. What I teach and educate people to do is to get an education about cryptocurrency and invest for yourself. Open up your own exchanges. There is no reason why you should send money. I've seen these Ponzi schemes where people have been asked to send money and then they have no way to get their money back out of that exchange. So that will be considered a Ponzi scheme. You have many exchanges that you can open up yourself, verify with your driver's license, social security, all of that, and be the controller of your own cryptocurrency investments. That's number one. Number two, the article, let me share the article with you, stated that most blacks, most African Americans under the age or under the age of 40. So this is not something being widely accepted by the African American, however way you refer to yourself, black, minority race, for individuals over the age of 40. So I am of the age of 43. So I am glad that I have a mindset to get into it. This, according to the article and the information I've read, that this is more attractive to individuals under the age of 40, where the stock market is not that appealing to them, and more of the younger generation of blacks and African Americans. Also, something that the article brought out that I think is very interesting is that only households that earn over 50,000, 50K a year as well. So we have under the age of 40 and a household earning of 50K a year. So you still have those minority households that are low income, right? That will probably get into something like a sushu investing thing that's obvious a scam, that will convince other people, other minority classes that have more of a household income coming in, and that's not as technology, I guess, technology awareness, that cryptocurrency is a scam. And then you have some minority household that earn under 50K that probably want to be a part of these meme coins. And I tell people that's not how I built my portfolio. I do have meme coins such as Dogecoin, such as Shiba Inu, but I do have very creditable coin such as Chronos, which is what the Lakers Staples Center arena is named after. So, some of this is evident that it's not going to be scams, right? They will not be naming these arena, the Miami Heat's arena, FTX is named after a crypto exchange, a trading platform. And so you have a lot of sports world, Brazil, um, global institutions now accepting cryptocurrency, a lot of countries that have adopted cryptocurrency. God is amazing, says crab in the buckets. So let's dive right into this. But before we get into this, I do want to open up this live stream and share this as well. I want to share this as well. This is, and if you watch the movie Baby Boy, the movie has great, in my opinion, some great scenes that are not talked about in Baby Boy that teaches financial education. You have the scene that's the guns and butter scene, but this is the scene that I was talking about yesterday when I live streamed. But I was not in front of my laptop, so it wasn't a very clear picture that I want to share with you all. This is the scene about buyers and sellers, right? First of all, let's talk about your investing mindset. Would you be a minority that will be more attracted to things like the sushu blooming flower pyramid scheme that was hot in 2020? Or would you be a minority that's a person that's about investing in sound investing and being willing to learn about a new digital monetary system that's coming, that will be incorporated, and gain knowledge about it so that you can be in the foundational places or stages of this, the greatest wealth transfer that this generation has ever experienced, while at the same time experiencing the worst depression ever in our lifetime. So let me let this roll and ask you, are you a buyer or are you a consumer?
Brother, break bread with me, brother. Got that pure cake, no butter, no sugar. Asiatic, straight like my brother's soul. Yes, indeed. 7 Up cake, we got pound cake. Some of that pound cake. Yes, indeed, brother. There you go. Thank you, brother. You have a good day today. Salam.
Today I begin a new life, for I am the master of my abilities, and today is going to be a great and beautiful day.
What?
I said, today I begin a new life, for I am the master of my abilities, and today is going to be a great and beautiful day.
Pillows, pillows. Goose down, $35.
P, you a buyer or seller?
What? Videos, homie. Videos, DVD, CDs, Masterpiece, Charles Angels.
Look at yourself.
How many millionaires you got on, bruh? I count at least three. Man, what the fuck are you talking about? P, look around, man. You see what I see? I see money. Look at my man over there selling t-shirts. Brother over there selling pies and paper. Cake man over there. Everybody moving, making money, right? While we standing still being broke. I figured all this shit out, man. All this. This whole world moves forward through transactions. Commerce, nigga. The exchange of goods and services. All the real baller successful folks are sellers. And all the broke ass people playing catch up are buyers. I ain't trying to go out like that, Pete. I'm gonna be a seller.
Now, there was a very, very powerful scene in Baby Boy, right? He said he first started the day off talking about positive affirmations, matching a positive affirmation with a positive mindset, right? He said he's going to be the master of his ability. Then he told P, he said, how many millionaires are you wearing? I count at least three, right? Now, this is all about a mindset that some people will say, and as again, I explain, opening up, that if you do cryptocurrency a certain way, yes, it will be a scheme to you. Yes, it will be a scammer to you. Yes, it will be a Ponzi scheme. You don't have to go through a networking or a business opportunity to give somebody money to invest in crypto for you. You can open up your own exchange, verify your own driver's license, social security card, and do it on your own. But people are oftentimes too lazy to research. And then another thing he said, everyone that's selling is making money. Are you a buyer or a seller? The buyers are broke. Are you a consumer or are you an investor? Are you one of the ones of the people that we're going to see on your live streams on Facebook or Instagram to get views that's showing picture of gas prices that you just paid $100+ for gas, but you're not making any type of moves to adjust to the inflation? See, you do that 2 or 3 times and you do it for views and you show people on Facebook, hey, I got $24 of gas and I spent $120. And then after that third or fourth time of looking at your bank account, it registered to you that, hey, this got to be bigger than a Facebook post or a Facebook story, because this is eating up my checking account. This is eating up my cash flow. And I need to do something to keep up with this inflation. And I better learn some investing strategies and ways to improve my cash flow and my credit in this economy quick, or you're going to sink down to another level of poverty. People, point blank, period. I am absolutely tired of the religious rhetoric that goes on, right? I tell, and I stand on this. I stand on this. If you tell people to give 10%, you should help them and educate them about the 90%. I stand on that because it's two sides of every coin. It's two sides of every coin. Tithing alone, giving alone, yes, is morally right. I tell people if you want to tie to God directly, you need to have a relationship with God. God does not want your government greenbacks. That's for the operation of a church or a charitable institution. Let's get it right. But if you're going to be in the clouds and not learn about the 90%, not learn about the biblical principles in the Bible that teaches you about investing and trading and going into the marketplace, Matthew 25, Luke 19 and 13, do business until I come, you're going to be a broke tither. Point blank, period. So, with the same passion that we ask people not to stop tithing, can we have that same passion to educate people about money and maximizing money and not losing the money that they're spending and how to adjust to this recession, depression? Right? God is amazing says even boys in the hood had a moment, but we glorify the violence, not the independent part. All the time, boys in the hood talked about gentrification. A lot of lesson in boys in the hood about gentrifying and going into communities and intentionally letting the property value go down so rich and wealthy investors can come in and get that property value and drive out the low income people in that community. As he said in Boys in the Hood, why do you think it's a liquor store on every corner? I might try to find that clip. God is amazing. He said, you go into rich and wealthy neighborhoods, you don't see that. The same reason why you see a gun store on every corner. And if you and then I tell people this all the time, right? Because I saw a tweet by Cardi B, and Cardi B said, why aren't you all telling people that we are in a recession? But my thing is, if the government has to tell that to you, something is wrong. Like if you don't see this is recession type status, if $5 a average national average gas prices right now is not signs of recession, something is wrong. So I don't care what anyone tells you. If you have a job, if you have a business, you have to know about finances. If you pay taxes, whether it's out of your paycheck or if you're self employed at the end of the year, if you invest, if you own stocks, if you have a 401k, if you have a pension, you should know about money. Because if you do not know about money, people, you will not maintain it. See, God is not this genie lamp that you rub upon and you will manipulate by giving when you haven't managed and you haven't. See, even the Bible says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. My mentor said this morning on our Zoom training for our home based business that we are helping people increase their cash flow in a recession. That's real kingdom economics. That we're giving people strategies, not hype, not huff and puff, not sales, not hope, definitely not faith, because faith without works is dead. And faith without the right corresponding action is dead. We're telling you that if you want to do something morally with the 10%, this is how we're going to make the 90% grow. People, if you want to keep and maintain money, you're going to have to know it about it. You're going to have to get knowledge. You got to know about money to maintain it. Money is a spirit. If you don't know about it, it'll flee from you. You know, oftentimes in churches, this Bible scripture is quoted, resist the devil and he will flee from you. The same thing with money. Abuse money and it leaves you. Keep thinking that you don't have to have knowledge about how to manifest, how to pay less taxes out of your paycheck. People, and I've did this illustration many times because it is simple math. If you exchange your time for money through a job, or if you're a small business owner, if you exchange your job, your time, for money, that's called active income. Government tax people that earn their money through active income the first and the worst. That means you get taxed the highest. When you are operating under the system of a business system, you get taxed the less. This is why rich and wealthy people are able to make more money and keep more of the money that they're making. And so, with that being said, this is why just telling you tithing alone is not going to work. Because this is 10 quarters I have right here. 10 dimes. 10 dimes, that equals $1 bill. When you are self-employed or you earn your money through a paycheck and you have active income, because it's all different types of ways to earn money. Active income, passive income, residual income. It doesn't just always have to be you exchanging your time for money. Warren Buffett said it this way: if you don't learn to make money in your sleep, rather on your feet, you're going to work until you die. So if you're an employee, 30% of your dollar that you earn out of every paycheck comes off the top. That's 30 cents. So when you hear this lingo that give the church, I'm going to stop saying God, I'm going to be honest, give the church 10%. God will bless your 90%. You really don't have 90% to bless because the government just took 30. So now when you give your tithes or charitable contribution, that's 40 cents. So you're working and operating with 60 cents on the dollar. 60 cents on the dollar left. That's without your insurances coming out. That's without your business expense. That's without your mortgage for your brick and mortar business. That's without your utility bills. That's without your vision, your health, your dental insurance. That comes in and take another 20%. You haven't paid a vehicle note. You haven't paid mortgage. You haven't went grocery shopping. You haven't paid for your hair cut, your hair, your nails, your manicure, your pedicure. And this is why people are broke. I haven't even added the inflation costs that now extra gas and groceries prices are increasing. So what I help people do is shift the 30% back to you, whether you're a self-employed or small business owner, through a business model that the government is taking away from you. See, this is stuff that if you don't learn, you're going to be broke. You don't even have investing money. You don't even have money to invest in cryptocurrency. If you can't get the money back you're losing, you don't have money to invest. You don't have money to tithe. And guess what? We got job shortages coming up too because cryptocurrency is here so that artificial intelligence, machines, and robots can replace people. Now, Harvey says, so do you think we should sell our crypto then? I'm assuming you just came into this live stream because you couldn't have heard what I said. So let me show you that the Black Americans that are investing in cryptocurrency, should you sell your crypto if you don't have an education about it and you don't want to learn about it? Then yes, you should sell it. If you're not looking at cryptocurrency as a savings account versus a quick flip, then yes, you should sell it. If every time crypto takes a dip and you're afraid and you're ready to cash out because you see a paper loss, then yes, you should sell it. But if people, for the people that want long-term wealth, who wants to grow their money in a recession, going into a depression, the answer for those people will be no. Black Americans are urged to invest more in crypto. Now, am I always for any type of encouragement for Black Americans to do anything specifically advertised to the Black community? I'm not. I'm not. That's suspect to me. But let's look at the stats. 18% of Black Americans have held, traded, or used cryptocurrency. Over 62% of Americans, now let's look at the numbers. Because we know men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. Only 62% of Americans don't even have $1,200 in the bank. So what this article is saying, that at least 18% of Black Americans are able to hold and trade crypto because 62% of Americans don't have $1,200. So this is more of a positive comment. African Americans just hold 3.8%. This should be mind boggling and eye opening that African Americans just have 3.8% of the $116 trillion of wealth in the United States. That is absolutely sad. That's absolutely sad. Back to baby boy. Are you buyers or sellers? Are you consumers? How do you leverage your credit? What investment tools do you have going on? What investment books have you read lately? What investing opportunities have you invested in? 3.8% of $116 trillion worth of wealth. That's how much African Americans are. Black investors in the United States are being urged to get more education, I agree, and to dollar cost average into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. This is rather than hold money in cash as an inflation edge. Nothing about this article to me screams to a person that's Black or Latino to sell your crypto. Nothing. In fact, it's more evidence why you should get into creditable cryptocurrencies. I tell people all the time there's over 16,000 cryptocurrencies. When regulation comes through the government, some of them are going to be wiped away. Some cryptocurrencies are Ponzi schemes. But in my professional opinion, Bitcoin is not one of them. Most people are not invested in Bitcoin or Ethereum. They want to get in these pump and dump cryptos. And people right now, because I started educating about this 3 years ago, Bitcoin is like at what I think $28,000. So if you have limited to no cash flow, some people don't even have investing income. And for you, you should not be investing. You should really not, because you're not investing. What you're doing is putting your money into something with the hopes that in 60 to 90 days you become a millionaire overnight, and that's not going to happen. Again, you should look at cryptocurrency as a long play. And in order to do that, you need to increase your cash flow. That's why I have some people will put, for example, $500 in Bitcoin at $28,000, right? You're not going to get high returns on a $500 investment when one coin is 28,000. One Bitcoin is 28,000. when you can get in a home in the cash flow program and get 30% of your money back from being taxes, or earn extra cash flow so you can stop losing the $100 that you're losing, that inflation is eating up and taxes is in your paycheck. And now you can increase the cash flow that you have coming in at minimum $300. Virtually everyone on my team has at least a $300 cash flow increase. So now they truly have investing money. But now you want to put that little amount in cryptocurrency. And then in 90 days, when your money doesn't grow and Bitcoin dips to 26,000, you want to say it was a scam. And then most people invest, they don't invest when the market is red like this. They don't invest, right, when there's blood in the street per se. They wait till cryptocurrencies get in the green. They wait till Bitcoin get up to $35,000 or $30,000. And then they say, I want to buy in. And you buy on the uprise and you buy in the green. And then when it has a dip, you're looking at a paper loss. That's not financial education. That's not financial intelligence. So if you don't have that, then crypto should not be your investment tool. Wow, look how my camera did. I didn't try to do that. The 2 camera angle. I think it's cool though, but I didn't try to do that. Let me switch it over. So no, crypto should not be your investing tool. If you don't have positive cash flow, if you can't ride the dips, if you can't understand that it's a paper loss, this not the game you should play in. But if you look at it as a long-term savings account and you have your cash flow up and your credit up, then this is going to create, and you are invested in the cryptocurrencies that's going to have utility and use cases. Beginning in 2023, we're going to see more cryptos. Doing at the neighbor's house. It's Bloody Sunday, everyone. We're going to see more cryptocurrencies begin to be in operations because, again, artificial intelligence and robots and things like that. And you're going to see a lot of people lose their jobs because machines and robots and IT field is going to replace humans. Another article, cryptocurrency attracting Black, Latino investors and fan. More people of color may be looking into high-tech ways of investing.
While others see it as the beginning of transformational change, it's becoming more popular in Black and brown communities. Janae Norman takes a closer look.
The cryptocurrency craze has been booming in recent years, particularly for people of color.
I initially started looking into cryptocurrency when I was in high school. What made me interested in it was having the opportunity to kind of put myself in a position where I can kind of take control of my own financial lives.
Specifically, Black and Latino Americans using the investment tool to build wealth outside of the financial institutions that they've historically been excluded from.
Unrepresented group of people are kind of more, heavily invested into the crypto because we understand the possibilities. And when you're coming from more humble beginnings, you want to utilize all the opportunities you can give to help better yourself.
College students Shamani Smith and Caroline Altagracia credit their involvement in the crypto sphere to their former high school teacher, Carlos Acevedo, who held crypto boot camps through his organization, the Crypto Community Project, teaching first himself the fundamentals of crypto through the internet, podcasts, and YouTube, and soon after, teaching his students.
During my lunch break, they saw me watching the YouTube videos, they saw me listening to podcasts, reading, and they wanted to make money on Bitcoin. That really was the running joke. Mister, when you give me some Bitcoin, it really, solidified my own understanding as I taught it.
Clev Mesador, founder of the National Policy Network of Women of Color and Blockchain and former President Obama appointee, emphasizes how Black and Latino innovators are leading mainstream adoption of the crypto space.
Our communities have been locked out of the financial system. We have not been able to participate when you look at what's happened in the banking sector and even Wall Street. So therefore, decentralization is an opportunity for us to not have any barriers to entry and also participate and be producers as well.
This new
Now, if you don't know what decentralization means, then crypto may not be the investment for you. If you're not doing your research and due diligence, then yes, Harvey, pull out. If you don't know what decentralization means, if you don't know that that means that no banks, no government control, no Wall Street, peer to peer, right? And I want you to look at the people that they interviewed, right? That's are the Black and Latinos. These are people that are educated and are being educated. These are not people that had portrayed the image of, a quick pump and dump, who's not searching for financial intelligence or IQ. Now, like I said, I'm gonna give it to you straight, no chaser. Had I seen a video of the same quality of people that wanted to invest in things like sushi, then I would not be in cryptocurrency at all. If it was those type of profile of people, the people that likes the lottery ticket, or the people that treat Jesus and religion like it's a lottery ticket, like it's a gamble, it's a bet, and they don't want to be educated, I would not be in crypto if that's the caliber of people that they were interviewing and saying that they are in cryptocurrency. Another article about Black Americans leading the way for crypto. We got NFTs, non-fungible tokens, the emergence of Web3. Web3 is another terminology that I highly recommend that you become familiar with. So we got Web3 in this, and they are also leading the way for Web3 as well. So a vision of internet built on the blockchain. Blockchain will rule everything. Again, decentralized systems. Now, do I think that government still controls Bitcoin? Of course. They control the stock market. They pump it, they dump it. Good news come out, crypto pumps. Bad news come out, crypto and stocks pump. So they do manipulate it and control it, but ultimately they're not 100% in control, if that makes sense. Many investors licking their chops because there's financial upside. Meanwhile, others are betting on Web3's fall. The rise of NFTs or non-fungible tokens are popular in demand. And the managing of Metaphor Capital, a crypto-focused investment management firm. Everything we're doing now, we're starting with art and collectives, with shift to gaming and everything from ticketing events. So this is very good for artwork, for artists, and protecting their intellectual property. If you know the history of a lot of Black Americans artists, they have been just robbed over the years of their lyrics and their songs being stolen. So I think this is great. Thank you, Noble Revenue. Thank you so much, King. And thank you for the $20 super chat. Hear ye, hear ye. It's the King in. It's the King in. Thank you so much. And so with this being said, you all, I love my Black community, but I'm just getting to the point where I'm going to tell you all straight with no chase. I'm gonna just give it to you straight, because I'm tired for the most part of our mindsets. You would rather be on the sushi train in 2020, and I keep bringing up sushi for a reason. There was no equitable financial reason why anybody should have got caught in it, but people want a get rich quick scheme. They don't want to read, they don't want to research. You're struggling financially and you're saying something is a scam, but you'll say that about crypto, but you won't say that about the blooming flower. You won't say that about going to the casino. You won't say that about the lottery ticket. And I don't care what you do with your money. But what I'm saying is, before you speak ill against something, at least know what you're speaking ill against about. If you're saying no to an investment opportunity, at least take some time to research the opportunity. Hello, Gwen. Hi, Gwen. You and Noble are speaking. And Quintessential. Oh, thank you. I need to write more books. I need to definitely improve on my book writing and add more up-to-date information. But I don't sell my $75 book anymore, but thank you. Um, the reason why I had to stop selling it because I had someone that was taking it and reselling it. And I think they was reselling for like $50 or something. So what I started doing was just getting people into a crypto U educational course, and I stopped promoting my Queen of Crypto book because of that. Because I didn't feel like taking somebody to court for copyright infringement against my book for $300 of sales that they may have profited. So I just don't even sell it anymore. I give people a digital crypto course. They go through there. They understand how to store their crypto. They understand what moon cryptos are. They understand the portfolio of the main cryptocurrencies that's going to make it as this wealth transfer happen. Right. But I thank you so much for that endorsement. I do thank you, but I stopped doing it because of that. So now we have NFTs that's definitely is going to help the Black community from art to artwork. So much of our music and art. If you're familiar even with Michael Jackson and Sony Records and his royalties, his originals, just millions and trillions of dollars are stolen. So with this, you got digital assets that's going to be $22 billion in the global market. And you got Snoop Dogg came in with the sandbox and NFTs and all that, but you have other firms in it as well. The Board 8 Yacht Club, NFTs, and just 3.4 million in auction. All this stuff is going on. So it says in many ways, Black Americans are leading the crypto revolution. Now, am I surprised? Do I look out for our people? I do. I'm surprised that this much of a percentage are actually in it. But just be careful of how you get in it. 23% of African Americans own cryptocurrency compared to 11% of white Americans and 17% of Hispanics. Why do you all think that's so? Why do you think that African Americans own more cryptocurrency versus 11% of white Americans? Now that was mind boggling. I would like to know why that. Minorities, communities who have been historically left out of growing industries like alcohol, marijuana, more are now eager to be a part of this latest shift. So do you think Black people are being marketed to more about investing in crypto and NFTs? Or do you think that there's just a community of Blacks who are starting to do their research and due diligence, and they understand where this economy is headed, and they are trying to position themselves and prepare for this great wealth transfer? So, owning a piece of realities, unique opportunity, um, and all this is going on. So, this talking about Web3 and on the outside looking in. Again, this is according to these stats, Blacks under age of 40 and household earnings are over $50,000. But these are not other Black minorities, according to stats that are investing in cryptocurrency. So it's not really, the Black community that's over the age of 40 and that's low income that's in it. Right. So let's shift this right quick. Beaver County has a state of emergency due to food downsizing. And so this is the county's largest employee of hog operations that's going on. So they have an emergency food pandemic going on there. This is out of Salt Lake City, Utah. So, just sharing this with you as well of what's ahead. You can take it lightly. You cannot prepare. You can believe in rainbows and sunshine and unicorns. That's your prerogative. But this is real. I don't know why people think because they used, and God said, "Do not use my name in vain." I don't know why people think when they connect themselves with God or the Bible that a recession is not supposed to come, because there are food famines and recessions in the Bible. I don't get that mindset. However, now, which that pigs look disgusting anyway. But bacon is up 15%, right? And economic emergency for food downsizing just in that one area. Also, truckers and warn skyrocketing diesel prices. So, Noble Revenue, maybe you can give us some input and insight on that. I know you're in the trucking world. So, truckers warn skyrocketing diesel prices are making the U.S. supply chain and trucking industry unsustainable. So this is at Flying J, the trucking industry, diesel prices, fuel shortages, and also diesel trucks. The D5 fluid that goes in diesel vehicles is now harder to produce because much of the fertilizer that comes from Russia is used in that D5 fluid for these diesel trucking or truckers. So the companies and truckers are warning of a major supply chain. One example, someone said it's costing him $20,000 a week to keep his 3 trucks running. And so this is coming out of Texas, that there's warning skyrocketing diesel prices can have a long-term consequences for the supply chain. So my thing is, if you're not investing in anything, then what's your plan to make your money grow? It's prices of gas, groceries, and everything else is growing. Um, okay, Noble Revenue says he's good on his end. He owns his own truck and trailer, and he's making less due to the fuel tanks, but new hard times were coming. And you prepared. That's smart. You prepared and you didn't panic. You prepared and you did not panic. Let me say that again. You prepared since 2020 and you did not panic. Or you wasn't waiting on mysterious things to happen to make up excuses for you not adjusting, not seeing the signs, not seeing the writing on the wall. And now you want just miracles to happen. And let me tell you all, I'm not trying to scare you all. Again, I've been doing this for 2 years. I'm just preparing you. There are some people who's about to get extremely rich in this transfer because they are prepared. This won't be everybody's news. This won't be everybody's dilemmas. This won't be everybody's problem. It simply won't. Um, he says those not responsible with their money as losers. I agree. And then people get desperate and they want to say cryptocurrency is a scam because you just got in 30, 60 days ago and you got in the green and now it's in the red and now you saying it's a scam. I'm still getting emails. It's the email I got. Want to increase my credit in a recession. Want to increase my credit limits in a recession. Right. And then I had someone, I shared, I just went on Credit Karma to look at some things, and I shared on Credit Karma the statement that I have $155,000 worth of equity in my house, right? Because I always use my extra cash flow to pay into the principal on my mortgage. See, these are financial knowledge and things that people need to understand instead of waiting for some type of pie in the sky. This is financial wisdom and knowledge. And I was thinking about, well, what could I do with the equity? But there's nothing that I want to invest in immediately, right? So I'm not doing anything with it. But I shared it on my YouTube channel and on Facebook, and someone suggested that I take out the equity out of my house and invest in silver. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. Silver doesn't cash flow. If I take out equity in my house, and I will only take out a HELOC, I will not take out a second mortgage, because a HELOC, home equity line of credit, is a revolving credit that I can pay into and pull out. I'm not going to invest it in something that's not cash flowing for me, because my money has to pay that HELOC every month. So be careful about the financial advice that you take from people. People will, for example, tell you to invest in gold and silver, and they don't even know anything about gold and silver. They don't know anything about gold and silver. They're just like a parrot that repeats things that they hear without having any logical background. Gold and silver is not an investment for you if you need cash flow. Now, if you have large sums of cash and you need to preserve your cash, that is not being deflated with inflation, meaning losing its purchasing power, then you transfer your large sums of cash into gold so that your dollars are not devalued. And it makes no sense, for example, to have over $250,000 in the bank. These are the games that these type of people need to play. They have an excessive amount of cash. This is not for low income people. Investing $1,800 for 1 ounce of gold when all you have in the bank maybe is $5,000, to me, is not the best return on your investment. Because even if gold doubles in prices, you're only going to say we're going to just say $2,000. You have $5,000 in the bank. You buy 2 ounces of gold, leaving you a surplus of $1,000. Gold doubles in prices. You're only profiting $4,000. And you don't know the long term, how long it's going to take gold to double in that price. Now, silver at $23 an ounce, and you have $4,000, I can see that, because it's both an industrial and monetary. But just know that neither one of these cash flow. And right now, if people are one paycheck away from poverty, or 2 paychecks away, or if you don't have at least a year savings up, you need to increase your cash flow and your financial education. See, you don't have investing money if all you have is $5,000. That's not investing money, people. If you are under 100K, you need to first save your money and get the money back that you're spending to increase your cash flow. If you're not at 5 or 6 figures and you're not able to put your money and hold it in crypto for at least 6 months without panicking out, crypto is not the investment to me. My opinion, is not the investment class you should be in. So you have the BCX that's in the green today. Cocos BCX up 40%. That's still under $1. And what that does is this is just one of my cryptos for today that I want to share with you all. It is in the bridge with GameFi incubation, investment distribution, and high quality GameFi projects. So this is all about the staking of it, the governments, gaming, metaverse people. This is just one of the ones that's in the green. I'm not telling you to invest in this. I'm just showing it to you because it's standing out on today. And so, with that being said, NFTs is definitely, in my opinion, a great investment for especially minorities and blacks that's looking to improve their wealth. And with that being said, Noble Revenue comes with another $20 super chat. Let me speak over this. I know a lot of YouTube channels don't do that, but I believe in when someone gives that you speak over the giving because it just enhances what they receive, and that's what I do. I watch a lot of YouTube channels and people give, and the most the YouTuber tell them is thank you. I'm not saying it's anything wrong with that, but I like to people to be incubators and receptors of and receive what they supposed to receive. Someone left a message on one of my live streams that said that you don't supposed to ask God for anything, and I said, well, Marvin Poverty said that's a lie. Matthew 7:7, the first prerequisite says ask and you shall be given. And I believe giving is the first step in receiving, and your giving makes you rich. And Noble Revenue, I haven't talked to you in a while, but I've been teaching people as I've been studying the tithe in the Bible, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, and Melchizedek blessed Abraham. Abraham gave a tenth to all he had in return. See, most people, they never have a blessing to tithe from because they don't first give. The tithe is just supposed to be from the blessing. When you get the blessing, you're supposed to tithe the 10%. And in Malachi chapter 3, the Israelites, God blessed them with plots of land. And then he told them to invest in your own soil first and then tithe. How many people, when they give and the blessing come back, they don't want to tithe from the blessing because the blessing usually come in larger lump sums if you're giving to the right person or institution. If you're giving and giving and giving and you're not seeing a financial blessing or increase on your life or favor, then you might need to consider where you're giving to. But I am strongly believe that people do not know the impact of giving to the person or channel. Like I was listening to Crypto Hook. I don't even know if you listen to Crypto Hook. Crypto Hook was drinking bourbon last night, right? Crypto Hook is just straightforward. But he was drinking bourbon, one trying to be a preacher, a practical, or anything. And they was just giving $99 cash app, $100 cash app, because he just said, pay it forward to the channel. If any of my information has helped you and invest in cryptocurrency and open up your eyes and help your investing portfolio, then why don't you give a give back and pay it forward? And that has to do with a mindset. And people don't want to pay it forward. They don't want to give back to information and knowledge, but they'll watch the live stream and say, okay, I'm investing this, I'm investing that. And I don't think that's not how you get blessed. That's not how your blessings continues to flow. That's not how you stay out of being a person that's dealing with a poverty transfer versus a prosperity. So he said, getting loaded right now, full trailer of Nest water, headed to Stone Mountain, Georgia, Atlanta. I'm on the way with y'all water. Thank you so much. And you got another 1111. Man, water is going to be so much. So listen, I'm going to speak this affirmation that you receive your return, that it comes back to you in rich abundance from the universe. All that God and the universe has for you, that will come to you speedily, richly, and freely, and that your rich good comes to you quickly. And guess what? It also comes in peace. That large sums of money, big happy financial surprises, rich appropriate gifts come to you now and under grace and in perfect ways for your personal use, and you will use them wisely. Also, that you reach your destination in peace, no accidents, no incidents, and that you are transporting back and forth under the grace and the protection of the universe and the Almighty God. So thank you again. And thank you so much, Gwen. And I don't think Brian says, let's build, baby. And people, let me tell you, you can't stop the universe from giving. The more you give, the more you give, the more it's reciprocated or reciprocated back to you. So I'm going to do this last thing. That's all I have to say about investing in crypto in Black Americans. People, the worst depression is coming, it's on its way. 1111 is the magic number increase, as today's date is the 11th. And you all use the positive power of wisdom, love, good judgment, and knowledge right now and handling all of your financial affairs. You got still some people that's traveling. You got some people that's ready to celebrate June 10th. They're gonna be ready to celebrate July 4th. They're not gonna invest their money. They gonna, but that's their decision. That's their prerogative. Now, the last thing I want to share with you all, I shared the first clip with Baby Boy. Because we are talking about a mindset in investing. I think you all need to hear it, and some down to earth ways. A lot of time, another investment clip that I like from Baby Boys is the guns and the butter. How many of you all paid attention to that? The guns and butter from Baby Boys. So let's tune in to that.
Broke her off, hit nigga. Broke her off, made her feel good. Now I got myself a regular customer. What you looking at, man? Nigga trying to psych me out, talking about he a killer and all. Old school nigga. You don't want us to have to put that heat on his ass, do we, P?
You want me to take him out?
Nah. Let the nigga breathe. He make my mom unhappy. Make his ass bleed. On the real. Make him feel the steel. As long as she happy, he got his life. Won't be no strife. And I hope his ass hear me too, nigga.
I hear you. You know the problem with you little niggas? You think you know everything about the damn world, and you don't know shit. Now, I see you got yourself a little business going. Well, that's good. That's good. You make that paper. But when you're making paper, you got to learn some rules to go with it. You got to learn the difference between guns and butter. There are two type of niggas in this world. There are niggas with guns and niggas with butter. Now, what are the guns? The guns, that's the real estate. The stocks and bonds. Artwork, shit that appreciates with value. What's the butter? Cars, clothes, jewelry, all that other bullshit that don't mean shit after you buy it. That's what it's all about. Guns and butter, baby. You little dumb motherfuckers.
And I'm gonna leave my live stream with that. That's what it's all about. Now, if you sensitive and with Queen, that language, then whatever. Guns and butter. Some of you need to be told in a language that you can understand, that'll open your eyes. Stocks, real estate, cryptocurrency. Know the difference. All that other flashy stuff, the butter, the clothing, the Juneteenth, the celebration, the alcohol parties, the seafood, the bigger screen television, overpaying for used vehicles. And sometimes I do support the church because you want to say the church ripping you off. Now you mismanaging your money. As I say all the time, you can give the 10%, but if you mismanage the 90%, you're going to be a broke tither. Guns and butters. What investments do you have? You afraid of crypto? You need to invest in, then stay in the stock market. If you feel safer with stocks, stay in stocks. But your money should be in position to make you more money. And people, let me tell you, if you're not doing anything to increase your cash flow first, you should not even be trying to invest. Because if you're getting the same paycheck in June that you was getting in January, and gas prices is 3x, grocery prices is 3x, everything else is 3x, except your income, you need to 3x your cash flow first. Then you get investing money. So I'm leaving it with that. Nova Revenue said he liked my nails. Thank you so much. You be safe as well. I went to the nail tech. I actually thought about cutting them down because I get tired of the questions about my nails, right? And I was like, am I cutting them down because I want to? Are they an inconvenience to me? Or am I tired of people asking me nail questions like, are they real? Right? How do you know, wipe your butt when you use the restroom? Like, my pads are still located on my finger. Even when I had short nails, I didn't wipe my butt with short nails anyway. And you should have some type of moisture tissue anyway when you wipe your butt, not dry tissue. Yeah, I'm doing a butt wiping lesson. And then, I admired Flojo. Flojo, the great black one. I thought she was beautiful all the way around. She died too soon. But Flojo had natural nails, uh, big track and field star. And it just brought her, I think, a lot. She had a very, I think it's just art. Now, would I do all this for fake nails? No, I wouldn't. I would not have the inconvenience of wearing fake nails. It's just too much work for me. However, if people want to wear fake nails, that's them. My nails grow, and so I allow them to do their thing. If they want to grow long, I allow them to grow. Now, my nails not as long as Flojo, but you can tell real nails because they have a curl in them. Fake nails are just straight. So I came up in Flojo's area. My nails are not even near hers. So I figured if Flojo can be the all athlete and beautiful queen that she was with her long nails and be on a, now she kept her thumbnail short. That was interesting. And be on a national stage, global stage, then I can keep long nails too. So I do that. Baby Boy, yeah, I need to watch Baby Boy is deep, Gwen. Hello, Dre. Well, I'm signing off, you all. That's just my opinion about Black America and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Just know which cryptos you're in. Make sure you have the ISO 222 cryptocurrencies. Research about NFTs. You don't have to pay in exchange to invest your cryptocurrencies. It's best if you created your own crypto wallets and did it for yourself, because self-knowledge anyway or anything you're investing in is the best knowledge. And if you have excess money, 5 or 6 figures, you want to protect it from these bank crashes that's going to happen, then gold will be your best security class to put that in. But if you just have money, assets, and you want to be a comfortable investor where you're kind of afraid of risk, then you can sit on silver if you want to, but just know gold or silver does not cash flow. And right now we need people that's teaching you how to cash flow in this economy. We have what we have is market manipulation, government, big business, first protocol to control marginalized community. I think cryptocurrency is always market manipulated. So is the stock market. I mean, we can look at people 401ks that have taken a dip, and it looks like on paper they've lost 5 years from their job. If you want to talk about market manipulation, what about the stock market crash? I mean, and people, this is just inevitable. what comes up in investing, especially when it's digital asset, it has to come down, you all. I mean, cryptocurrency just can't keep pumping, 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 pumping. I mean, that's not how investing works. You know, Bitcoin hit 60,000. People just don't ever want to have a reset or cool down period. That's not how digital investing works. That's why you treat it like a savings account and not a trading account. And if you're trying to protect your 401ks, which most people should be concerned about, then text cash flow on the screen with as well. Also, you get credit help experts to fix and repair and restore broken credit so you can leverage credit and other people's money. Get more cash flow, whether it's out of your paycheck or if you're self-employed and you're struggling with your cash flow right now. So text that number on the screen if you want to learn legitimate ways of investing with crypto. If you have positive cash flow, then text that number on the screen as well. But that's just the name of the game when you're in digital assets, because we're going to see a real estate reset as well. Right? Housing market is not going to keep just up and being overpriced. Housing market is going to have a reset and a collapse as well. The prices are already being lowered. Right? Gold and silver just don't stay at their all-time highs. They reset, they dip. That's investing. That's the difference between investing and gambling. You have resets in investing, right? All right, you all. Thank you for tuning in. Noble Revenue, Gwen, Dr. Forms, Lady Ash, PhD, everybody that came in. Dre, thank you so much that took out the time to say hello. God is amazing. Harvey, all of you all. And again, Noble Revenue, thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting the channel, the knowledge and the information, and for the super chats and paying it forward. You all be blessed. Queen out. I'm about to go eat some ice cream because I got like a root canal procedure, and I'm gonna have me some good ice cream to put on my gums. So you all have a great day.